Does anyone remember about 3 or 4 videos ago when I said we were gonna have a water problem? This is not said problem. This is awesome. And the 2 leaks in the dam over there, those are not the problem I'm talking about either. And for anyone wondering, it's true. Yes, I do love the smell of diesel. So we'll go take a look at the problem area, but before I do, get a load of this. Spring 2025. This thing's full. This thing is huge. Looks amazing. So here we are over on the far side, closer to the cut, where the water is standing behind us. And it was a little soft when I came through here a week or 2 ago, as you can tell. Check this out, guys. This is absurd. It's working like I wanted it to, as far as channeling the water and stopping it up. But we've got probably, I don't know, 1/3 of an acre of standing water, and I would guess out there in the middle, it is probably in the neighborhood of a foot or so deep anyway. So we gotta get this out of here. And so for now, I'm just gonna try some stuff that I have. I'm not gonna go buy a trash pump. I'm gonna bring the 580 out here. We're gonna dig kind of like a little retention pool in the middle of this. So more of this water will collect right here. I've got an old sump pump. Not ideal, but we're gonna try it because I got it. 48 gallons a minute. We're gonna throw him in the hole. He'll probably get clogged because I don't have a screen or anything on it. Gonna put that pump in right here. Going to open the cap on there and just try this out. Proof of concept anyway. This camera doesn't have zoom, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you look at the trees out there, the water has actually come down about 3 or 4 inches. It was really high a week or so ago, but it's been dry this past week and things are kind of just soaking in. Say the transmission on this thing still needs some work, but I love this silly old thing. It's gonna pile my spoils kind of on that high side. This is gonna make a mess in my pond. Let's check our depth. Hard to see in murky water. I think right here. Oh yeah, that'll get it done. That'll definitely get it done. I know what you're thinking, Adam. That's overkill. My response: is this your first time to my channel? I'll leave her nearby in case we need her. I did get a tooth on that end cap there. I don't know if you saw that pipe jump. I didn't think it stuck out that far. Apparently it does. It didn't crack the pipe to the point where water's flowing through that cap or anything, but it did deform the plastic enough to where I think maybe I can't ever get the cap off. That's a fun, you know, call it $30 mess up. Also, a quick question. Do you guys think I need to get a side-by-side? Some kind of UTV instead of this work truck here? Oh, the burger's heavy. Well, I guess let's make a mess of this pretty thing, huh? I'm gonna toss this curse into that pond. Trying to keep it kid friendly, you know. Whew. All right. This is just a pool discharge hose. It's 100 feet in case I want to dig the hole back there sometime or whatever. I'll probably just cut about 10 feet off of this and use it as is for today. Works better if you put the hose clamps on the hose. You guys know that? This is, like I said, going to make a mess of the pond, but it's also supposed to rain tomorrow about 1 inch, so that's not going to help either. So first start of the year. Fuel's off. I did something right last year. See if she runs. Probably not. It might be a long video. Oh, the joys of small motors. Gonna die out here. Of course, I turn it off and it's like 3 pulls later it starts. There she goes. That's all right. It's got decent flow. We've got a kink in it there. So let's just open this thing up and get it going and see what we can't do here. Man, the water's gonna be so chocolatey in the pond. And it took me about 1.5 minutes to realize that this is an elegant setup. If I have a sump pump set in here and I had a hard plumb pipe up and down in. This is a very nice, refined setup long term. Right now I don't need long term. Right now I need this water gone. So we're gonna take the other 90 feet of hose that's laying here, swap it out on that pump. We're just gonna pump it over the ground into the water. At least then we know it's gonna work. I like snakes and sparklers. Oh, this is gonna make an absolute mess of the pond and me. I wonder if that'll make it better. The fact that it's discharging, well, was discharging down below the water. Oh, gross. I may live to regret this. That should all calm down though once most of that sediment settles. Perhaps what I'll do is pull it back and let it kind of filter across the grass a little bit. Maybe it'll kill some sediment before it goes in there. I think I'm gonna start a new rule on my channel. Anytime you start any kind of motor, you gotta say, let it rip, tater chip. Snakes and sparklers, I'm telling you, they're the best. Here's what I'm thinking though, if we can filter this across the grass a little bit, at least it won't make clouds out there. And the wind is coming this way, as evidenced by all the algae we have in the pond is right here. If I wasn't doing this right now and it wasn't windy and it wasn't going to rain, I'd spray it. Make sure there's no major kinks in this hose. Other than that little bitty bend right there, which doesn't seem to be slowing it down too much, and I might get a shovel and dig behind it. There are no kinks in this thing now. And the output is, I would say, double what you guys just saw a minute ago. Should pump about 48 gallons a minute, I think is what it's rated at. I like that a whole lot better than clouding everything up. At least out in the middle. How much do I trust my boots? I'd say right now I'm in probably 6 to 8 inches of water. And I know as you go further back here, it gets even deeper. That there's 10 inches deep. There's quite a bit of water here. This isn't going to be, well, let's put it this way. It won't be wrapped up in this video. This is another mess back here. Maybe we'll kill these Bradford pears. I hate them, but I also love them. It's like a flash flood back here. See you later, ducks, mallards. It's a mess. RPS pump is still rocking. I was just doing quick math. If we are getting full sun, perfect sun, and 28 gallons a minute out of that, and 48 gallons a minute over there, 76 gallons a minute, and it means we would raise this pond 1 inch less than every 6 hours. That's absurd. Oh, and we're gonna get an inch of rain tomorrow too. So I talked about the leak before, and we're over here kind of by the pump house. Right about where the golf cart is sitting is where the leak kind of starts. This is the area, the southeast corner, where we had to actually build up a small brim to match grade on the backside. There's zero dam over there, that's just virgin ground. But a small rise here, and as you look down here, as I walk, yeah, squishy, squishy. Probably about 60, 50 feet here. Continues down through here, you see a water puddle, so not great. As soon as you get to the old doghouse, it stops, dries up, even right here really, starts to dry up. And then there's another spot kind of up by these pallets. So I ordered some of the Dammit product from Shalix, or by Shalix, that Adam at Hometown Acres had used. He said he had good results with that. So we'll see how that performs. I think it's supposed to be here today, but I'm not gonna mess with it until the rain's gone. And I'd like to get most of that pumped down as well. I realize I should fix it before adding more water, but we're talking adding a half inch or so inch to the pond. It's not gonna add too much pressure to the point where it's gonna break or anything. And Adam calls it this stuff Dammit, I believe. But Kyle would call it damn it, damn it. So he'd call it. And here's the overflow, which doesn't look to be 100% level on top there. But we need, looks like maybe an inch, 3/4 of an inch before it starts spilling over. And as a reminder, the other end of that overflow is currently capped. The hydrostatic pressure was causing water to leak up to the bottom of that concrete pipe, which is not plugged with anything. I tried to seal it with some hydraulic cement, but water was pressing up through that pipe and into the discharge pipe on the side, so I capped the other end. So once that is all the way full and water's going into the top of that, we'll open her up. I'll put that in a video when we get to that point. And back out here in the corner, it looks like the water is starting to clear up a little bit, which is good. And you can kind of see the cloud out there. Again, the wind's coming this way. You can see on our white caps out there. So kind of keeping most of that sediment this way. That may not be the case, but just me theorizing. Actually, that's the case. Yeah, much better than it was. Yummy. The water is starting to clear up, and you can kind of start to see how shallow it is here. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I'm gonna have to come back here and excavate some of this, or move my pump all the way back here to get this done, so we'll see. So I'm gonna say my goodbyes now, and thank you guys for coming through the channel. If there's a significant change in this over the next 4 or 5 hours, I'll pop back on here at the end of this video and let you know. Otherwise, just look for an update video on this at some point. There's no way this is gonna get pumped down today, especially with another inch of rain coming tonight. Got to get this baby in tip-top shape. Need to get a skimmer and just pull this out of here right now. It's like all that's on the pond. Looking forward to using this thing soon. See you guys next time.